What's your number? The area code in.
Let's go to Mark Kelso, who's in the middle of a crime scene right now. Sirens going on. And good morning. I think that's better, Mark. Thanks for coming on.
You can hear the sirens. That's a good sign, right?
I can. That's a good sign. So we have the state senator, Joe Griffo, in studio here, and he is a dreaded Oakland fan. Boy, what a first half! And what happened? What happened on Sunday?
Is he a New York guy?
He is. He's a New York senator.
Mark, I like the Bills.
Did he cut his teeth in Oakland? Did he live in California? What?
I think it started. I think, Joe, have you always been an Oakland fan? Or did it start with Bob Casullo?
Bob Casullo, the Mad Bomber, Daryl LaMonica. You know, when an old guy like George Blanda shows you how it could be done.
Okay. All right.
I'm all for it. If you've been there, if you've been a faithful fan since LaMonica, that's okay. They're a buzzsaw. I mean, they have talent abounding on the offensive side of the ball, particularly, and then they have some really, really good talent defensively as well. Not at all three levels. I mean, they've got talent at all three levels, but not top of the league talent. But they've got top of the league talent on offense, and they've got top of the league talent, and at a bunch of key positions defensively. And the Bills were. I mean, it was kind of an onslaught. I mean, you're up 25-9, and with 6 minutes to go in the third, and with 14 minutes to go in the fourth, you're down 30-24. It's just they can score in bunches, they can score quick, and Derek Carr, in my mind, is the best young quarterback for sure, the best young quarterback in the game.
When you obviously you call the game on the radio, and you're watching this. Is it that they just turned it on? Oakland just turned it on, and they just the Bill because offensively the Bills could do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, offensively the Bills played pretty well, and
the first half they played very well.
And in the second, the third quarter, I mean, they played well, but then they when you get yourself behind like that, they turned the ball over on the tipped ball, and that was deep in Bills territory, and they scored subsequent to that, and they had some big chunk plays, and then you get yourself relegated to a one-dimensional offense, you're going to be in trouble because Irvin and Khalil Mack are going to be coming off the edge, and then they're going to go with their nickel personnel, and the Bills were struggling to find open receivers. And Tyrod he was extremely decisive in the first half. The second half, he wasn't pulling the trigger quite as quickly, and then he'd get some pressure and he'd scramble, and now he's throwing on the run, and that never goes very well when you get yourself in that situation. Obviously, much more difficult to execute the offense, and then you're not able to run the ball. They tried to run the ball more on first down in the second half, and I like the plan in the first half with the play action pass on first down. That was giving them some opportunities to run subsequent to that.
Senator Griffo, go ahead.
Mark, you were a great player, and I do root for the Bills outside of the Raiders. But are the Raiders for real this year? Because this has been a long drought. So I know we're even in division play. We're 2-1, and the dreaded Chiefs are 3-0. So you're looking at that, and they're right behind us. Can we pull this off this year?
Yeah, maybe you can even it up this week. I think they're for real. I mean, again, there's a confidence about the team that's short of arrogance, but they certainly have they have some swagger, but they don't they just seem like a classy team. And when you have your best players who are also really good leaders, and I think Derek Carr and Khalil Mack are both those guys, and you got those guys that are kind of quiet. Your coach, I mean, a lot of times the team takes the demeanor of the coach as well, and Del Rio's a guy who's quiet and not real flashy guy, but just a guy that wants to get things done and do things the right way. So I think there's obviously talent. I'm not saying they're going to go, they're going to end up in the Super Bowl, but I would think in the next 3 or 4 years you're going to see that team and have a really good opportunity, a quality opportunity to make it to the last game of the year.
And that Janikowski is, he's just, he's the real deal. He can really kick that ball. It's unbelievable.
He's been doing it for years.
He's a money guy, I mean, there's a reason they drafted him in the first round, and he seems like he's on every week. So
yeah. All right, Steelers, quick preview, and then we'll let you go of this weekend's game.
Steelers are coming into their own. They got great offensive personnel. Roethlisberger is a guy that you cannot let extend the down on you. You got to keep him in the pocket because the minute he gets outside the pocket, something bad is going to happen through your defense. And they've got great offensive personnel as well. Le'Veon Bell was a guy that he was suspended early in the year. I don't think he had his sea legs, so to speak, here when he first got back. But now he seems to be running really well. He's very, very patient with the football, and he's not going to outrun you as much, but he's just so smooth inside, and he finds those little seams. And And then defensively, they're starting to play better of late as well. And this is a team that has a lot of veteran experience and a team that has been deep in the playoffs many times. So it's a team that'll be dangerous, and they're fighting for a division championship as well. So it'll be a difficult task on Sunday. The Bills, obviously, they have them in their own building, but they're going to be a little frustrated. But they've got to run the table now to have any chance of making the playoffs, which I think would be slim, even if they go 10-6.
Yeah, they had an opportunity last. I mean, it just looked like look, Miami was getting beat, and we're up. It's halftime. Oh boy, what a change in circumstance on Sunday. So, listen, Mark, as always, we're Bills fans. At least I am. Buffalo Bills and Mark Kelso. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
All right, you too.